Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity. And today is Tutorial Tuesday, and it was my birthday yesterday, so I went to Tuesday morning and I bought some stuff. So I've got a haul to show you first, and because I got quite lazy, I'm just going to do a really quick card. So I'm going to show the haul, and then I'm going to select some stuff out of that haul. I'm going to grab an MX art die or two and make something. So first up, the haul. Right, first thing I got was some Recollections milk cartons, which come in a box of 12, and it was $1.99. So I thought that was really, really good. And I did make one up to show you. They come in different shades of red in the box. There's dot stripes and a solid red. But it also comes with all the tape and stuff attached so that you can just pop it up, push it together, and then glue it with the tape that it comes with. But isn't that sweet? I just think that's really, really cute. So I got those for $1.99. And then next up, I've got two Easter pads, and this is the first one, which I think is really, really cute. This is Simple Stories, and I think it's an 8 by 6, yeah, 8 by 6 pad. Just really cute Easter things in there, and I think I might take some of this to do my project today, maybe or maybe not. I do like that cloud. So I've got clouds in my head at the moment, but this is a really, really cute pack, and I'm just flicking through it really quickly. I hope I'm not sending you seasick, but you can see all of these designs are in there, and that little ear pattern is absolutely gorgeous. So I got that one, and this one, which I'm sure a lot of people have seen already, but it's beautiful. I mean, it's seriously cute, but it's the plaids that I love. I mean, if they brought out a paper pack with just that one paper in it, I'd probably buy 10 of them and then live in fear of using it all up. And the flower as well, it's just absolutely gorgeous. It's super, super pretty. Really, really cute cut aparts and borders, and I just can't wait to chop into that. So that's the doodle bug, and those are the designs in that pack. And people have noticed actually that prices at Tuesday morning are going up. These are still quite a good price, but they're larger packs now. They're becoming sort of like comparable, I think, to when Joanne or Michael's has a sale on. And talking about Joanne, I also went and got myself a haul on Joanne, and paper pads 12 by 12, $5 each, and if you spent $50 you got free shipping. So I got myself some distress oxides as well, which were $2.99 for a pad. So it's really great to look out for those sales. I'm just moving these out of the way so I can come in with some bigger stuff, and this is absolutely gorgeous. This is Belle Fleur. It was $6.99. You get 12 sheets of paper and a sheet of designer cardstock stickers. But I'm not going to get it out. I'm just going to give you a quick show. Really, really brightly colours and beautiful. And the cover sheets that come in these, I use those too. I cut my tags from the covers. Look at those stickers. Oh, and do you know they had another 12 by 12 practically perfect pad, and I had to, bite my tongue and stop myself from getting it. So that was $6.99, and I got that one. And then I got Bundle of Joy, which was $6.99. That's another good price. Not as good as Joanne though, at $5. Remember that. These are single side papers, and I got this not because I'm having a little girl or because I know anybody that's having a little girl. It's just that there's some really, really pretty patterns in here that are standalone, and those colours to me just scream Easter. You've got those lovely pinks and soft greys and chocolate. Now, some of these cut aparts are absolutely for a girl, but others, they don't have to be. So there are stuff in here that are like lots of little onesies. Like, this is really cute, and I make cute dies. If I get anything that looks babyish, then I'll use that. Otherwise, I'll just crop it down into 6x6s. See the onesies? And pop those bits in the post to someone. I love that. That to me doesn't say baby at all. And that is just gorgeous. So then it goes into repeats. Whoops, did I just hit my camera? So I got that one. And then I got I'd Rather Be Crafting, which is Laurie Whitlock, and this is another one that quite a lot of people have got. So I'll do some close-ups there because I wanted some stuff I really, really love. There you go, the buttons and the scissors and pencils, paintbrushes, gorgeous. The sewing set, die set that I made last year, and I don't just really like to use a die set once. I think it's really wasteful. So when you come into some new papers like that, you can get your die set out again and sort of like reimagine it. So basically that's why I got that pad, because I love the sewing set die set that I did last year, and I'm going to do it again using some of this. And of course it's crafting um orientated, so good for everything. And then I got Horizon, which is this one, and this has some really, really gorgeous paper, pink paisley, $6.99 again. And those are the designs in there. Look at that airmail. I'm going to use something to just cut that out of the front. And if I can get inside, whoops, I can't believe I left this one sealed up. These stickers can be a real pain. I know it stops people from destroying them in the store because they can't get in and sort of like scrunch up all the edges for you. But sometimes they can be quite difficult to open, and if you peel the actual sticker off, you can be left with a sticky patch that will stick to your other pads if you put them in a pile. So loads of really pretty and lovely stickers. And then you've got gold alphas. You can see that if you move them, they shimmer for you. And then you've got more cut aparts with gold bits. You can see that. Lovely spring things. Oh, that is just wonderful. Look at that. You can use that for anything. It's really, really candy. And then you've got this gorgeous glitter. And just look at the colour of this. I just keep hitting my camera. I think that's one sheet. No, it's not. I've got to try and flick it apart. Doing my best. But that's a beautiful baby glitter pink. It's really nice when they do mixed packs. Then you've got that gorgeous pattern. Another gorgeous pattern. We've got some sort of watercolour words. This is single side sheet. And then look at that patchwork. Oh, I just want to put that in a frame. Beautiful blue there, almost a Wedgwood blue. More pretty spring flowers. Another patchwork design, which is gorgeous. Did you ever see that video of that woman who decorated her entire craft room with 12 by 12 sheets of scrapbook paper? It was many years ago now, but it looked fabulous. So if anybody wants to decorate their room, I would highly recommend it because it looked gorgeous. Now that's not looking true. It's a really pretty, almost lime apple green. The truer colour is showing, I think, down there when you've got the light on it. But really nice shades of green going into another lovely Wedgwood blue. And then we've got pink and what's that? That's a sort of indigo blue. So it's a great multi-pad, this one. Try and put it down without hitting my camera. So you've got a bit of everything that will match up with everything. So I highly recommend that one. And then I got myself a foiled pack of the Hooray Yay Celebrate Party for $3.99. And I'm not sure how many sheets of paper you get in these. it's Kaisercraft, this one. It might be 12 sheets, which isn't bad for that. And it's a design that I can use an awful lot on some slimlines as the background for anything party. And then I got this one for 5.99, which it says summer, and it really does look like summer. I won't get this one out, but it's ice cream cones, and you've got a flamingo, and you've got your melons and your tropicals. And then if I flip it around, you've got those gorgeous stickers. I'm sorry they're upside down. I don't know what happens if I turn it over. Oh, there you go. You get to see the stickers when I turn it over. But just a really nice collection pack for summer. Make a nice little mini album, that one. And then I got myself a plain pack of yellow, and that is bright yellow. That's the true colour down here. And yellow is one of my favourites. You can use it all year round. Absolutely. I think you get 25 sheets for 4.99. These are usually on sale at Joanne, 25 cents a sheet. So maybe good, maybe not good. I don't know. I can't calculate that quickly at this time in the morning. But it's called Desert Marigold. So you can do sunflowers for autumn. You can do your sunshine happy scenes with it. And then I got a spring pack for 6.99, and it says Hello Spring, and it's all rain boots and flowers and candy colours, stripes, tulips, which are wonderful. And then if I flip it over, we've got the stickers there, which are also gorgeous. I love this for doing banners. I haven't designed a banner die yet. I'm going to, because I would just love to design something different. You know, we're all used to sort of like the triangles and whatnot, but I'd love to do something different for a banner. And then this, isn't that just wonderful? Look at that rabbit. I used to have rabbits. I used to have orange Rexes, and I won't say what happens, but I'm sure the fox was happy. But they all used to live together in a big hutch in the garden, and they were like crushed velvet. They were absolutely gorgeous. And I named them after all orange things. So they were like marmalade, marigolds, and peanut, and all kinds of names like that. And there's those gorgeous little baby chicks, just wonderfully, wonderfully vintage, authentic. Now you can see this is holding its price. Apparently it should be 28 bucks. And then you've got those gorgeous candy colours of the little rabbits. That is one of my all-time favourite images, that rabbit with his top hat. If ever that comes out as a die, I would covet it. And then you've got that beautiful bunny with the egg. And then you've got that lovely, almost, oh, what's the name of the artist? Rackham. Yeah, it looks like Rackham almost, that set of rabbits, which is glorious. Perfect for an ATC. And then you've got those on the back. And talking about ATCs, we have got a Easter challenge coming up soon, and I'm going to have to talk about that. But that's what we have in that. And then we've got these gorgeous little Easter pennants. In fact, I might make a set of Easter ATCs and play along with you and use that pack, because when I make ATCs, I keep them for myself, which means I get to keep the paper that I love, and then I just have them in boxes. But it's just absolutely gorgeous. So anyway, I'm now going to clear all this. I'm going to pause for a minute. I'm going to find some dies and some paper from this stack, and let's make a card. Okay, so I'm back, and I've decided I'm going to use the Surprise Creation Slimline dies, which is this double set, and I'm going to use the wavy ones because I'm going to use the MXR Valentine sheep. We're going to paper piece that, and also the clouds. Now, I was sent these clouds quite a while ago, but they match the cloud in the sheep. Can you see that? So I've got some extra clouds, and because I'm doing a sort of cloudy theme, you've got the wavy edge there, the scallop edge of that, which is going to sort of like work all nicely together. And I've decided to use an Easter pad. Oh yes, even though that's Valentine, I've used 2 sheets. So I'm going to show you what I'm using. I'm going to use those 2 which is this lovely sort of turquoisey blue background, but you've got all of those patterns there. So my largest die will be cut from the wood grain, the smallest one will be cut from the cloud, and the scrap that I have left, if I flip it over, you've got those dots. So I'm either going to cut a couple of clouds with the scraps, I'm going to do the bow, and maybe even the heart. I can have a black and white dotty heart, which would look quite sweet, and then that would tie in with the little dots that are in the clouds. So I'm going to go off and die cut, and then let's put a card together. Right, so I've done some die cutting, and this is going to be the base of my card. As you can see, if I can fit it all in there, it's a vertical slimline. So I've got the white, I've got the grey, and I've got that lovely sort of turquoisey printed cloud background. And I'm going to use foam tape to sort of like pop that up, make it really chunky and fun. And then I cut those clouds out from this set, which I think matched the sheep cloud, and I've cut those out, and what I intend to do is layer those up and make those one big chunky piece, and then using the clouds that came with the sheep, I've cut it out in dotty paper, so when layered on there, it's kind of, it's going to blend in a bit with these dotty clouds here. I will do a close-up after. And then of course I've cut the pieces for the sheep, and I haven't looked at the website. I do not have a clue what this is supposed to look like, so I'm doing my own thing here. And we've got the little dotty bit here, and actually looking at this, I believe that belongs on the sheep's heads. That's absolutely fine by me. We've got the little heart there. I could take that away if I want to and use that as a cloud, because I've got this tiny little bow and I can put that in her hair. I could do whatever it is that I wanted to, or I could even do that, you know, double layer those things up. I'm not sure about the heart yet, because the heart also perforates as well as has the dots, and I'm not sure if that's like too much. I don't know. But also the feet and the hands I've cut in black, because sheep's hoovies and things, they're usually black, so that's like one of each. The other two are down there, and I've also got the eyes, which already cut a little dot so that you don't have to use your white gel pen or anything. It can just be glued straight down on there, and you've kind of got the sheep's features. Right, so I'm going to use some tape on that, and I'm going to be straight back. So I did the base, and you can see I've got it on foam tape there. Both of the top layers are, and just white on the back. So I've got that, and it looks, you know, humorous, wacky. That's why I say I love that slimline set. And then I've got all these clouds. Now, if I want to, I'm just going to move these out of the way for a second. See if I can't center things up a bit better. If I want to, I can have all of these clouds. That's the kind of person that I am. And, you know, I can just absolutely just pile them on there and sort of like stagger them and have that bit in there which kind of like links the dots. And if I pick that up, it's quite bright here. You can see it's got a sense of humour to it. And then of course the sheep itself is quite funny, and I did go off actually, and I decided I was going to have the heart in red and just have a dotty bow on there, and then instead of having the dotty headpiece, which should have been that, I've cut another piece in white which is going to pop up on foam pads, so the hairstyle is going to look, you know, a little bouffant. I think that's the word. So I'm going to stack these up on foam pads. So I'm just going to have it really wacky, and I'll be back. Right, so there's my clouds, and I've popped them all up in pads. It's still flat behind. I'm going to use glue, and I'm going to stick it to the top of my card. I will actually, I think, drop the camera down. Of course, the only problem with that is then you can't see the whole slimline die, but you will be able to see what I'm working on. So that looks, I think that has a great sense of humour up there. It doesn't have to go all the way to the top. You can have your borders. In fact, I think I prefer it like that. So you got that whole cloud thing, and of course, sheep always look like clouds as well. So that's a great thing to see. And before you start sticking stuff down, you want to see the position of your sheep so that you can still see some of the design of your paper. And obviously, you're going to be able to do that there, but I do want to move that up just a little bit, and I think that sheep there will be perfect. In fact, I can move that down. So I'm happy with the way that looks. It's hanging over the edges a little bit, but these slimline dies are a little smaller than others that you can buy. I like them for that reason, because it means I don't always have to go hacking into a whole 12-inch sheet of paper. A lot of people don't like to do that, but this will fit an 8-inch sheet of cardstock, this set, which is one of the reasons I like it so much. So I'm going to go there and have it just, it's just a little bit hanging over the edge. And if I get that up onto a line, because my camera doesn't, always seem to have things straight, like your glass mat looks all skewy, even though it looks straight to me. And that's going to dry up there, and you could have a little flag or a little hot air balloon popping out of those clouds with a teeny little happy birthday stamped banner hanging off it. But now it's time to put little sheepsy together, and I don't know whether it's a girly or a boy sheep, I'm not sure. So anyway, we're going to glue the heart down, and I'll do one piece because, as you can see, this one is such a simple one. I don't really want you to have to sit down and watch me do everything. I mean, you could be doing other things instead, like gardening. Yeah, who doesn't love gardening? Right, let's get that in correctly. Now you do have embossed lines. I'm trying to get as close to this as possible, so that you know where to put things. And you can see here I'm underneath those embossed lines, which means I can come up and over, and that's it. That heart is now where it's supposed to be. It's right within those embossed lines. So that is going to dry. As you can see, I've got a little bit of glue on there. Now this is Joanne paper. I'm not sure if I like their plain cardstock or not. We'll find out and see if that glue stains that piece of cardstock. Right, so I'm going to glue on the hands and the feet, which are very simple to do. You just place them on top there and pop your glue down. So I'll do that and I will come back. So I've glued the little booties on, and you can see you've got the embossed area here where to put the hands. Now, one of the things that I always like to do, because I know with a lot of cardstocks you get that really ugly sort of like seam line where you can paper piece sometimes if you don't put your glue into the correct places. So I'm going to glue mine. I hope the camera's going to show that. Let's see if we can get in. There, I've got my glue on the outside edges. Sort of like this is me trying to get too close for my own good. And I'm going to use my pickup tool to pick up those little hands. And I'm just going to position them on those embossed lines. And because your glue is on the outside edge, it means you're not going to get that awful impression of the heart edge coming through the wet glue. Let's see if we can see that. I may need to adjust my camera again. Move that up just a little bit. So all that should look like now is just little hands hugging that heart. Right, I'm just going to pause a minute and adjust my camera. It's awful. So there we are. Look, you can see that it's got the little boots on, and as I was saying, the little hands are just glued right on those very edges. Now I'm going to do this if it kills me. So I'm going microscopic. There we are. Oh, isn't that awful? I'll hold it down there, but that's no good if you want to see what's going on. That's better. So now you're not going to get that awful harsh line of the heart sort of like scarring the paw or the hoof. Whatever it is sheep have. What does sheep have? Is it hoofy things? I don't know. Now, for the head, obviously, I've got to glue the eyes on. And you can see that there are some little dots here. So I'm not sure which way around the eyes go at the moment. So right, the eyes are going to have to go on that way around, so just going to use my pickup tool to take them off for a second, and I'm going to apply some glue using my Aliexpress bottle. You only need to sort of like scratch ever such a little bit of your Dollar Tree glue out, and then I'm going to pick that up, and then I will pick it up again because, as I say, it's really bright here. So we can get close again. You can see I've got that down, but I need to squeeze it down. And the first thing that you will start to see, if I can get it, see, I'm just on the wrong side of the emboss line. So just take your nail, slide it across, and then squish it. And then you should be, hopefully, neatly inside of your emboss lines. And you don't have to use any gel pen if you don't want to, because you've got those little hole pieces already cut out, so you can just place it down. But I will, because you know what I'm like, and I'm going to get my gel pen, and I'm totally going to put some light up there, just semi-crescent, just like that, just add a little bit more character. So I'm having my white gel pen there, and I'm having some white gel pen on the boots. So I want just a little bit of light on the boots. So I've put that there. I don't know about the hands. Maybe I could. Maybe just a little bit there and a little bit there. So I've got a little bit of light on the hands and the boots, and I've put a little bit of white gel pen up there. And I didn't do it very tidily, so I'm just going to tickle it. There we go. Right, now then, the hair piece. I'm going to put a foamy pad on there, and I'll be back. I'm watching the clock. Right, so I've got my foamy pad on, and I'm going to peel the back off of that. I'm going to pick up my sheepy head, and I'm going to line it up. Remember, with these pads, it's not permanent until you press. And I'm happy with that there. So I've now got sort of like three-dimensional hair, and I haven't used the bow yet. And I keep deciding if I want a bow on my heart or if I want a bow on the hair. And I think I'm actually going to go for the hair. So I'm just going to set the bow off at a jaunty angle. And as I say, I have not looked at this die on the website. I do not even know if I've done it correctly. So it doesn't really matter. It's just my interpretation. So I've got a little bow on the side of the heads there. You can have a look at that. Got a little bit of excess glue. I always put my fingers into it and then just rub my fingers together. It basically disappears. But I kind of like the angle of that bow. It's a little bit, you know, isn't it? I like it. Right, so this bit here is going to have some foam pads on, and as you know, I also get these from Dollar Tree, and you really do want to use quite enough of these. I think I've got a half a piece. Yeah, I'm going to use that half a piece there. I'm going to peel those off and stick it down. So not a lot of people seem to realize that when you make a video of this length, it can take sometimes 3 or 4 hours to upload it. I kid you not. If you've ever tried, right, I'm going to try and get that in the center, which for me, I think is there. So I've got the body on. Now with the head, I want it to come even more forward because, you know, as I say, this is a humorous card. So I'm just going to go for 2 at the top of the head because I don't really want anything to interfere down below. Just in case I'm going to overlap the head over the heart there. And I've just realised I've taken myself out of shot. So all I do is just lay one pad on top of another so that you double the height. You can see that there. So we double the height, and then I'm just going to align that right there. So we've got loads of dimension on our sheepy head to our sheepy body. I'm going to lift the camera just a little bit. See what we can do. Right, so there you've got that great paper that I showed you in my haul. You've got lovely dimension in all those clouds. It just has, for me personally, a great sense of humour. You've got that design going on behind with the little black dots, which is carried on to the bow and the cloud. And that pop of red there in the heart, I just love that. And it ties in with the reds that you've got in those little patterns clouds behind. And of course the whole thing is very cloudy and the sheep is very cloudy. So anyway, I do thank you for joining me today. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time, and thank you for viewing my haul with me. I hope everyone has an absolutely awesome day, and tomorrow I think I'm going to be up with, I'm trying to think. No, I'm not actually sure what I'm up with tomorrow, so you'll have to come back and find out. But anyway, have an absolutely awesome day. As usual, all links below. Bye.